Hey everyone, it's Ryan from DisneyPinsBlog.com, and I am going to show you guys my entire Disney pin collection. This is as of December 2016. Just towards the end of the year here, I just wanted to get a video in of the whole collection because I did one last year in 2015. I think I did in April. It was one of my most viewed videos on YouTube, which was crazy. So I want to show you guys again. I have about, I think, 4 or 5 pin boards now. Last time I did this, I had around 500 pins. I haven't done a count lately. I'm assuming now I have around 700 to 800. I really don't know. I also have a binder full of Trader pins and then some Acme pins, but I'm mainly going to show you guys all of the pins that I display on my cork boards. So let's take a look. Alright guys, so here's my first board. This is my Pirates of the Caribbean and then Tower of Terror pin collection, and then I have a few random ones in the middle. So let's go ahead and we'll start with the pirate section over here on the left. Alright, so for the first pin here, this section we have some dangle pins. This is a Dead Man's Chest. Here's another dangle pin. This one here is dangle and a spinner. These fish up here spin around. Here's the Black Pearl dangle. This one here, I believe, might be from Paris, I forget, but I like that one, it's pretty cool. Here's another pirate pin with a skeleton in the background. This one here is really cool pin. It's actually just an open edition, opens up, and you have the pirate skeleton on the inside. I think that one's still available to parks. And here's another pirate pin from the movie. What's that? I think her name's Elizabeth Swann. Moving down here, this is a another pirate pin from this is a skeleton chilling on the beach. Got another dangle. Open edition redhead pin. This one came out, I believe, last year. Here is the Dead Men Tell No Tales pin, pin on pin design. Really cool skeleton on there. Got a Mickey pirate. Another open edition Mickey pirate. This is Minnie and Pete. Pete's the auctioneer, and Minnie, of course, is the redhead. There's a classic Pirates attraction. This is, at the bottom says Legend of the Golden Pins. I believe that was from an event. Moving down here, this pirate pin might be familiar. It's from the Disney Park Pack from DisneyStore.com. This one right here is from the, I believe it was the 40th anniversary of Walt Disney World. They did this D pin set, and this is the, of course, the pirate one. Here's another one from Disneyland, pin on pin design. Here we have Jack Sparrow chilling with all his gold, and it's got a little red ruby element there. Right here, one of my favorites, the auctioneer, and this is a WDI, I believe it's LE250 gold frame stained glass pin, really gorgeous. Moving on, here's another skeleton pin on pin design, pirate pin. Here is the 35th anniversary pin, which is really cool. Got a little bit of a moving element there. It's when the guy's trying to get into the boat with all the treasure, teetering back and forth. Moving down here is another dangle pin called the Flying Dutchman. Here another skeleton pirate. I just love that scene in the attraction. I think it's such a cool scene. Here is a kind of like a mini jumbo Empress ship pin. Here's the jail scene with Minnie, Goofy, Pluto, Donald. This one right here, the Caribbean Cannonballs, is that March Madness teams. Here are just a couple of hidden Mickey pirate pins. Moving down here is the Mark Davis gold frame original artwork pirate set. This is actually a this was a mystery pin collection. The box sets where you get 2 randomly selected pins in a box. That's the whole set there, all 8. Here's kind of a nice big Disney Cruise Line pirate pin. Over here was a holiday pirate pin. I actually don't know too much about this pin. I just thought it was cool looking at the candy canes in the background. There's another old school looking Walt Disney World, The Pirates Are Coming pin. This right here, it looks to be like an ornament of some sort, just a bronze pin. This one right here I recently got. This is actually a cast member pin. And it opens up and you have the costume on the inside. Here's another gold jewel pin. This one right here is really cool. It's a from a Scoop Sanderson collection. It has Mickey as Scoop riding through the attraction. Over here we have a really big dangle pin. This is the Pirates Disneyland anniversary pin. It was from some type of an event on May 20th, 2000 at Disneyland. This right here is one of my favorites as well. The Mercado scene. And that's a Disneyland exclusive. This one here is cool. Skeleton scaring Mickey. Here's a big jumbo pin from the At World's End movie, The Empress. Here's the guy drinking his rum, pin-on-pin design. I believe there's a pop-up element in the back. I think Jack Sparrow pops out of the back there. Here's Pirate Mr. Potato Head from the mystery pin box. There's another jail scene. We have Mickey here on top of the ship. Then here are a few piece of history pins. We have the redhead, the guy yelling off the ship, Jack Sparrow, Goofy here. He's really cool. He's got the leg that moves back and forth. Pirates of the Caribbean Adventures pin. The eyes on this pin are really neat. They're like red jewels. Here's just kind of like a poster pin. It says Disneyland, July 9th, 2003. Another cool pirate pin. Got the pig there. The guy drinking with the pigs. Here's like a Christmas themed one. And then the pirate flag. So that's my whole pirate section. And now we move down into, I started to collect like palm tree style pins. So here are the two Disney Pins Blog logos pins. Got the old school one there, then the new coconut one. But then moving down here, we just have a bunch of random palm tree pins. I really like this one. It's actually an AP Disney Cruise Line pin. But yeah, just various pins with palm trees on them I started to collect at one point. Alright, moving on. Over here, the next section is my Splash Mountain collection. Right here is a Chip 'n Dale 15th anniversary, and it slides. Actually, no, I don't think it does slide. There's a classic one. They're all wet. Here's a slider element one. Here's another cool WDI framed, gold frame stained glass pin. Beautiful. And then there's a slider one down there. Brer Rabbit. Everyone's got a laughing place. What goes up must come down. These are just two new OE pins. This right here is from DisneyStore.com back in the day. Ellie. And this one here is actually really rare. It's from a set, actually. It's Ellie 250 Splash Mountain Donald Duck pin. Okay, moving up top. In the center here, I have all the Pin Quest pins from Magic Kingdom at Walt Disney World. Moving up top here, I just kind of put pins of different places I've been. So Magic Kingdom, Epcot, Hollywood Studios, Animal Kingdom, Disneyland, California Adventure, Blizzard Beach. And then we got the Disney Springs LE 250 pin. That was from a pop-up shop at Walt Disney World. And then just, I thought this was a really cool pin here, the Disneyland quote. And then another California Adventure pin. And then here is the very first Shanghai Disney Resort pin ever. I've never been to Shanghai, but I thought that was cool to have the very first pin for Shanghai. And that castle's gorgeous. Alright guys, next we head into my favorite section, my Hollywood Tower Hotel pins. Alright, first we'll start up here. Here is a look at the hotel. This is Tower of Terror below. Just a standard pin with some nice palm trees on it. Here's Mickey looking into the elevator. Here is another Scoop Sanderson pin. Mickey as Scoop Sanderson next to the hotel. This is a pretty cool old school Twilight Zone pin. It says drop into the zone, and in here is a movable element. It has Goofy as the bellhop. Next is one of the key pins. Your hotel key is one of the newer ones. Down here is the older version with a little tassel on it. Here's another one. This is a Florida version. This going down pin was part of the license plate booster pin set. Here are two of the Hidden Mickey pins, the regular costume with the chaser. Here is a double hinge pin. Really cool, opens up. This is actually a newer pin, came out within the past year. Here we have Stitch cutting the cable. Here's another open edition Chip and Dale, has a little dangle key here. This is Donald and Daisy Duck in the elevator, getting crazy. Here's Your Room is Ready, pretty cool artwork on that pin. Another crazy Stitch pin as the bellhop. This right here is a new open edition pin, slider element. They go up and down inside there and they turn into ghosts down here, it looks like. Here's a Mickey icon costume pin. Your door do not disturb pin. Another Stitch pin next to the hotel in the background. Here we have Goofy. Next is one of my favorites. I did an actually exclusive video on this pin and the one below. These are the final checkout pins for the California version. As everyone probably knows, that's turning into the Guardians of the Galaxy attraction. Here's Goofy, his arm moves. Old school tower pin, open edition. Here's Stitch again in the elevator, and these doors move. Here's Pluto outside, looking creepy. Here's that pin that when you move, it changes on the TV screen. Coming down here is the Good Luck Bad Luck pin. This was part of a monthly series back in I forget what year it was, probably 2014. Here's a dangle pin, HTH. This one right here is from a booster set. I just kept it. I know it has Maleficent and Mansion on it. I just kept it because Tower's in the background. Here's a California Adventure pin. It's going to be rare now. There's the trash can pin. Moving down here, this one is the commemorative edition opening day 1994 pin for the Florida version. Another open edition, two open editions here. This one here is pretty rare. It has a piece. This is a piece of history pin. Inside there is a piece of the cable for the elevator. This right here is the 20th anniversary pin. Here's a diorama pin. The door's open, and then you can see it has a little bit of a 3D element there. Below is another pin of Mickey looking at the elevator shaft. This is just a different version. I think it's Paris, maybe. There's another cool pin with Stitch, and I think that's a glow-in-the-dark element. This is part of a set. I don't know too much about it, but it's a Tower of Terror pin. Here's a really unique skinny pin. This right here was part of a booster set, a new booster set. This tower pin here with Goofy is pretty old. This one right here is actually a pretty rare WDI pin, LE250 Fast Pass. Here's another new open edition pin. You just slide here and you can see the characters that change. Here's a opening day pin. Another dangle pin with the luggage. This one here is really cool. This is for Tokyo Disney Resort. Down here is probably my favorite pin, stained glass jumbo pin. Opens up and you see the hotel lobby on the inside. Very, very cool pin. Here's another one. I thought the back card in this pin was cool. This right here is just the pin part though, Mickey. Then we have Mr. Potato Head as the bellhop. This one right here is from the California Adventure Mystery Box Set. Here's a unique one with Ursula, and then you have Mickey there in the elevator car. This right here is a Friday the 13th tower pin, very cool, from California Adventure. And this right here is actually a hinge pin, but the one hinge on it's broke. So I'll try to open it up for you guys. There you can see on the inside, it's got some glitter, and that's an old one there. Alright guys, next we have board number 2. Just going to warn you, there's a lot of side collections, so let's just get started over here on the top left. Alright, so first up here, these are year pins I started when I started collecting, starting with 2012, 13, got 2 from 13, 14, 15, 16, and then down here I kind of have this set up as just different years and then hotels that I've stayed at. So we have Caribbean Beach, Contemporary Resort, Port Orleans. This is Boardwalk Beach Club, Hilton Head Island, Coronado Springs, All Stars, Yacht Club, Old Key West, another All Stars, Pop Century, Paradise Pier. This is a cool one too. It actually is a hinge pin. Kind of neat. Wilderness Lodge, another Wilderness Lodge. This is the Christmas version. And then another Coronado Springs one. This is a brand new pin actually for the holidays. I really like this one here too. This is a quote, a Walt Disney quote. That's actually an old cast member pin that someone gave to me. Alright, moving down here we have my Carousel Progress pins, starting with the piece of history here. This has the feathers from the parrot on that attraction. This is the 50th anniversary for New York's World Fair. Here's a Disneyland version of the Carousel Progress, when it used to be out there. Here is the one from the Disney Park Pack. Next we have Jungle Cruise, another one of those cool frame pins that I love from WDI. I have an Open Edition Trader Sam's Grog Grotto. And then Nautilus pin there. Moving down, I kind of have my Main Street Electrical Parade pins. A very rare Rivers of Light pin that was released for cast members when they thought it was going to open. Next I have my Enchanted Tiki Room pins. I started collecting a little bit of these. It's a park pack. That's from a booster set. This is from the 45th anniversary, I believe. This is from Disneyland. Another WDI stained glass gold frame pin. Next I have some Spaceship Earth pins that I really like. This one here is rare. I think it's LE 500. This one right here I believe is LE as well. This is the 21st Century Continues, October 1st, 2012. It's for the 30th anniversary. This is the Spaceship Earth key pin. Just a regular OE. Moving on, I have a couple of Seven Dwarfs Mine Train pins. A Disney Quest pin. Little Mermaid. So these are just kind of just random attraction pins. Dinosaur. A rare Maelstrom Fast Pass pin. Limited Edition Great Movie Ride pin. Piece of History from the Ear Hat. That's a pretty rare one. Next I have some Soarin' pins. So this is a nice dangle one here with a movable element up top. This is from Disneyland. I believe this is just an open edition Soarin' pin. Here's one with Tinkerbell. And then right here is a hinge pin. This is from Walt Disney World. I actually think this was released on both coasts. Oh no, this is the Walt Disney World version because it has Spaceship Earth. That was whenever it debuted, the new one, Soaring Around the World. Below that I have a couple test track pins. And then I have a little bit of a 3 Caballeros pin collection here. I'm not going to go through them all, just kind of show you quickly. I actually have a separate video, I believe, on all of these pins. This one right here is new, though. This is from the Food and Wine Festival, double hinge pin, really cool. Alright, I have a couple Big Thunder Mountain pins. And next we start to get into some characters. So let me move back up to the top. Starting up here, we have just a Walt Disney World tag pin And then these are old cast member pins, logo pins from the parks. And this one right here is just an OE pin, Fly Me to the Disney Parks. I have the Tomorrowland pins here. This is Day of the Dead, Jack Skellington pin. This is the Acme Sorcerer Mickey pin that was actually released at our very first pin event in Florida. Another, this is a piece of movie pin, has a sail in the back there of Fantasia. Slider Sorcerer Mickey pin, and then an OE Sorcerer Mickey pin. Moving down here, I have a couple of hinge pins. This is the Walt Disney Day pin for 2015. Here's Sleeping Beauty Castle pin from Disneyland, another hinge pin with Walt. Thought that was really nice. This Pluto pin here is from the Main Street Magic Mystery Pin Collection. I thought these are really cool. These are just open edition pins, but they're like the old school bikes. I think they're neat. Here I have a couple black and white pins, Plain Crazy. This was from the Park Pack, and then another black and white pin. Moving down, I just have a lot of random pins, really no particular order here, just a bunch of character pins. So I'll just kind of scan through them all. Got Mr. Pickle pins. That was a new one I just made through a trade, which is pretty cool. This Rapunzel pin was released at D23 Expo last year. This is the new Making the Beanstalk pin. I did a video on that. A few Tangled pins here. My birthday is actually February 29th on leap year, so I got that one. And then I have my Birthstone pin, and I'm a Pisces. Here are just a couple of icon pins. This Happy to Be Me pin I kept because it's an actually AP artist proof. Down here is like my Pixar section, so I have a few up pins. This right here is the double hinge pin that was released this year. I thought that was cool. Park Pack pin, the Woody Acme pin that was released at our first event. Inside Out, Pixar, Chernabog, a couple Mickey pins. Some Muppets pins. And then this moves over here into my Peter Pan collection. So I just kind of scanned through those. I started to collect Peter Pan back in the day. I add to it every now and then, but it's not really one of my main focuses. I do like Peter Pan though. It's a nice little collection. I have a little bit of a Frozen collection as well. Not too many though. I kind of just collect ones that I think are unique looking or they're cool to me, have some type of meaning. I really like this Frozen Ever After pin, the dangle pin for the new attraction. That's an LE cast member pin. And then that Elsa pin there on the right is from Paris, I believe. It's a nice big pin. This Fixer Upper pin is from an event, I believe a Disney event. It's artist proof. Summer 16, I had to get that one. I don't collect Ariel, but I love summer, so that was cool. I got the Summer 15, Summer 14. I have spring break pins, a fall pin, and then over here I have a little bit of a Baymax collection. So I got the white one, and then a few armored pins. I got that new Hey Hey pin from the AMC collection. Then I have all of the AMC pins from Zootopia, Judy Hopps, Nick Wilde, and Flash. Flash is the rare pin. I think he was one of 50, I believe, or one of 20, I forget. Then I have a Groot pin, just because he's cool. So that is it. That's board number 2. Like I said, very, very random, just lots of side collections. So yeah, let's move on to the next one. Alright guys, here's a look at board number 3. If I had to organize this one, I would say this is mainly little pin set collections or just side collections again. Kind of random, but a little more organized than the last board. So we'll start over here at the top left. I still have the hot air balloon collection. This was a booster or a mystery pin collection. I think I talked about the last one. Still have the Mine Train pins, Seven Dwarfs Mine Train pins. They have the jewels and they all connect together. Below that here, these pins are from the new Fantasyland pin collection, which that's still in the parks, which is crazy because new Fantasyland came out, I think, what, 4 years ago now? Down here, these pins here actually are the Magical Mystery pins. I forget what series they are. This might be 4 and 5. I really am not sure, because I think they're up to like Series 10 now. I kind of stopped collecting those. But they're cool, I still like them. Down here, this actually is my very first pin ever. This is from a Disney Store collection. So you can see all of these pins here, all 5 go together. I like this set a lot. It's from DisneyStore.com. I forget what the LE is on it, but it is limited edition. And that was sold, I believe, in 2011 or 12. Down here, these are the pin with purchase pins, the train set pins. Those are no longer sold in the parks, though. That's the whole collection. That was from a few years ago. You can still get this set in the parks. This is a glow-in-the-dark Haunted Mansion collection. That's the full set there. That is still available in the parks. And over here is the Haunted Mansion Portrait Collection, which I believe I am missing one. This bride does not go with it, as you can see. It is an 8-pin collection. I believe I'm missing, yeah, I'm just missing one. Moving down here, I started to collect the SpectroMagic Piece of History pins. This is the very first year. I have the full year, and then they did it for a whole another year after that. So that's the full, they released one each month, so that's a 12-pin set there for the first year, and then they did it again the next year, and I just stopped collecting after first year. Here's a couple of my Haunted Mansion pins. I really do like that bride pin there. It's just really cool. I just have a few Haunted Mansion pins. This right here is a cast member pin. Just like that pirate one I showed you guys earlier. Then the Mr. Potato Head. Down here, I'm a Disney Visa card member holder. So I got one for each year. 12, 13, 14, 15, 15, 16. I'm also a D23 member, so I got the D23 pins. This right down here is kind of cool. It's got the partner statue, 2015. I showed you guys these pins in a different video, but these are the pass holder collection from 2015, and then here's the one from 2016. Moving over here to the right, I collect Christmas pins. So these are just various pins from Mickey's Very Merry Christmas Party. This right here, I stayed at Hilton Head Island Resort. That's a Christmas pin. Spectral Dancing Lights. Gingerbread House pins when I visited. Holidays Around the World at Epcot. Yeah, like I said, more Mickey's Very Merry pins. I really like this jumbo pin here. I think that's nice. It has a nice little 3D rubber element on it. Here's another Spectral Dancing Lights pins. This is from the very last year, so these pins are pretty rare, especially the Olaf pin. That was selling for a lot. Happy Holidays Rapunzel. I got the Jingle Cruise ones. It just came out this year. And then here's the new Very Merry pins that I got from this year. Here's the gift card pins. I did a video on those. Those are gift card pins from last year. And then I also collect a few Halloween pins. Actually, I have this Thanksgiving pin that I got from this year. This is from the Mickey's Not So Scary Halloween Party in 2015, 15. I believe that is 15 as well. And then here's this 2016 pins that I got from this year. Pretty cool. All right, let's go back up top. Here is another mystery or purchase with purchase set. This is from Pixar Party Event. Here's some hidden Mickey pins, the sketchbooks. This was a pin collection. I forget when. It's older though. Here's a purchase with purchase pin set as well. Came with a lanyard, I believe. Here are some old license plate pins of Florida license plates. I have a lot of them there. Down here are the Epcot hidden Mickey pins. Magic Band hidden Mickey pins. And then moving up top here is kind of like my Disneyland section. So I did the Walk and Walt's Footsteps tour when I went out there. Very cool pin. Then I went for the 60th anniversary, so I have all the 60th pins. I went to the D23 Expo, 2015. There's a couple pins. This is a John Lasseter Cars limited edition pin set from D23. A couple other Disneyland pins. I started to collect the Paint the Night pin collection. I love that set. I'm actually working on finishing it. Random happy birthday pin, a random Captain EO pin. I have a little side collection up here of Orange Bird pins. Most of them are open edition. Have a couple LEs, like this one from Generation D, this WDI pin. This is a cast member pin, but it's open edition. Yeah, I have a bunch of random pins here. They aren't actually Disney pins. This Pineapple Whip one is from the Walt Disney House Foundation. This is a Give Kids the World pin. These were from IAPA, a balloon company. This is from the PinCon event by PinPix. And this is actually a Lacoste pin. I got that at Disney Springs at the Lacoste store. And then here are the Magic Kingdom 45th anniversary pins I have. There's a hinge pin. That's the pass holder one, I believe. This pin right there is limited edition. I was there. Next are the Acme Alice in Wonderland pins, Queen of Hearts and Caterpillar. Those were released at our last pin event in the fall 2015 or 2016 gathering. And then here are some Run Disney pins from races I've done: Expedition Everest Challenge, Mickey's Jingle Jungle 5K, the Walt Disney World 10K in 2016, and then the inaugural Star Wars 5K, The Dark Side at Disney World. Alright guys, that's board number 3. Let's move on to the next one. Alright guys, so this board here is kind of like Disney events that I've attended, and then I also have a Star Wars section down here. So we'll start up top here. Most of these you have already seen before from previous videos, but I'll just run through them real quickly if you haven't watched the other video. So up top here is from the very first pin event I ever attended, which was 13 Reflections of Evil back in 2013. This is the charred glass, very cool. You connect all those together. This is a mystery, or a pin set, glow-in-the-dark villain pin set. And here are other pins I got from that event. It was all villain themed, pretty cool event. Moving down here was the next one. This is the Imagination Gala from 2014. Mickey and Minnie, a nice gold Figment pin. Here's the invitation for it. It opens up. It looks a lot like the Disney Love Letter pins, if you guys are familiar with those. Here's a slider with Walt and Tinkerbell, very cool. And then here are the pins that were randomly on the boards. It was kind of a lot of Figment at that event. It was a nice event. I really liked that event. It was really pretty fancy. Here's a box pin set from Imagination Gala. And then next we move into Generation D, which was 2015. Here is the logo pin for that. This was the welcome gift, Goofy. And then here is the countdown. I think I did a video on this in the past as well, but basically they had a pin every month counting down to the event. So starting with September, and then it went the whole way up to the event date, ending with Olaf. Those were the breakfast pins for that event. And then this here I think was either the welcome gift. Yeah, I think that was the welcome gift. The 6-pin set there. And this jumbo was the exit gift for that event. I also got these at Generation D. I got this super jumbo gold Walt Disney pin. Very, very nice. Moving up to the top, I have pins from when I went to the 25th anniversary of Disney's Hollywood Studios. Is a nice big jumbo silver pin. I think it's like LE250. This right here is a mystery pin collection. And then a couple other 25th pins. This one says I was there May 1st, 2014. This one right here is the pass holder pin. It spins. And this right here just like an LE pin. Next was from Generation D Attractions Rewind when I went to that event back in 2014. Just a few pins I got there. Jumbo Pleasure Island Tonight pin. Jazz Club. Next are my Flower and Garden pins I've collected throughout the years. So 2014. More 2014. This was a 2015 Jumbo. Really nice, bright, vibrant pin. These flowers here have rubber elements on them. Pin-on-pin design, glitter embellishments. Very, very nice pin. Down here are the 2015 limited edition pins. Moving on into Food and Wine Festival. This is from the 20th anniversary of that event. There's another one. Pretty cool. And then I actually have more over here. I'll kind of skip through real quick. These are from Food and Wine 2016. This was, I did a video on this, but that was the jumbo pin that you got if you bought the advanced tickets for the booth. And then this is the limited release pin with Figment. Before I get into Star Wars pins, let's finish the events. So we'll go up here. This is Pixar Party, the most recent event. Those are all the countdown pins for it. I have every one. This right here was the welcome gift, the breakfast gift. This is the logo for that event, Pixar Party. Here's another one I got, Ratatouille. I just love that scene, very, very nice. These are the mystery pins. Those are just the ones I kept. There was more. And then this right here is the Scavenger Hunt pin set, which I love this one because it's the only pin in the world that features Gerald. So funny, I love it. All right, and then, yeah, and then the super jumbo pin I have, the Pixar, just says Pixar, big silver with lots of characters. This pin is so heavy, but I love it. It's so amazing. All right, guys, moving down to the Star Wars collection. I'll start up over here. This is the Force Awakens countdown collection, I think it was. There was 9 pins in that set. I got every one. And then this right here is a Star Tours pin with Yoda. I thought that was really cool. This right here is that pin of the month, Star Wars. That's the only one I got because it has Yoda on it. And he's awesome. This is a really unique C-3PO pin, like a gold shine to it. May the Fourth be with you. That's a Disney Store pin. These are new poster pins. Came out not too long ago. Andor and Hoth. This was a Disney Store exclusive pin again. This is the very first Rogue One pin. I have a Rey pin, Jyn Erso, which was in that unboxing I recently did. These are a Droids collection, which I've done an unboxing on those in the past. Here's just a couple Yoda pins I have. This is from a pin trading night back when Disney used to do them. They used to release pins at them. LED 750. And they kind of just stopped doing it. Yeah, some more Yoda pins. This right here is a double hinge pin. Luke Skywalker, pretty cool. This is a Yoda Pop Funko pin. We actually have these available at dpbstore.com if you guys are interested. These 2 Leia pins were released at one of our pin events in Florida. So those are exclusive to Disney Pins blog. They're Acme LE250 pins. This right here is a double hinge pin. It was released at the parks. It's a surprise. It was a surprise release for Rogue One. I think I did a video on that one too. Then just down here, a couple random pins. We have the Force Awakens, Boba Fett, Launch Bay pin, more Force Awakens, BB-8. That was actually released at D23 Expo. And then down here, I love this AT-AT pin. It's so cool. Opens up. It's just really neat pin. So that's my little Star Wars collection. Yeah, so like I said, this is kind of like the events board. Alright, let's get into the last one. Alright guys, so this board is just basically a new one I just started. So let's get into it. Over up top here I have some Jasmine pins I started collecting. This one here is from New York City. It's from the Broadway store. It's a really old Disney Store Jasmine pin. That's from a Mystery Pin Collection. This is just an old school one. Very cool floral fan. That was from the event at Disney World, the Mickey's to Glendale pop-up shop. This is the shoe, cell phone pin, chaser, couple open editions. Really cool. This is the gold WDI pin LE250. This is from that Royalty collection. And then just a couple other open editions. Moving down here, this is the 12 Days of Christmas Jingle Cruise set. I'm actually going to be doing a separate video on this soon, so keep an eye out for that. Up top here are just some jumbo pins that were released at Walt Disney World for the 2014-2015 seasons, or year. Magic Kingdom, Epcot, Studios, Animal Kingdom, and then the same ones below. And then down here is just random, It's a Small World collection. This is the 50th anniversary hinge pin. Pretty cool there. This was released at another McKissick Glendale event. This one right here was given to guests who attended a Destination D event from 2014. Then these pins here are from the Four Winds Tower, which is actually this pin that was outside of the It's a Small World attraction in 1964 at the World's Fair. So all these little pins here were on that wind tower. They all spun around and did certain elements, spinning elements and stuff. And then here's another, just a random Disneyland Small World pin. I think that's an artist proof, actually. Alright guys, so that's it for this board. This one here is just kind of a work in progress. Now I'll show you my Acme pins. Alright, so here are my Acme pins that I have. Most of these were released at Disney Pins Blog events, except for one on the end, which was released at the PinCon World event. So starting with the Dragon's Gate, this pin here is beautiful. This was released at our very first pin event in Orlando, Florida, back in 2015. Comes with the lithograph there. Limited edition of 100. I have number 48. And yeah, that was the very first release in America. Next is the Boba Fett pin, also released at a Disney Pins Blog event. This is our second event it was released at. Actually, both of these pins were Boba Fett and BB-8. Super Jumbos, both LE100s. And then we also have the Join the Fight pin, which was a surprise release at our event. And they were shipped to guests. It actually wasn't available at the event, but you could have purchased it there. And I actually have number 3 of 100. I love this pin. It's really, really nice. Pin-on-pin design, huge. Just really, really cool pin. And then the last one, this right here is called Aerial Reflection. This was released at a PinCon event. This was released in August of 2016, this year. I have number 7 of 100. So those are my Acme pins. And then I also have this binder here, which is full of pins and a bunch of random ones on top here. These are just trader pins. There's probably, I don't know, at least 100 in here. These are just pins that I take to the parks, or I take to events like Central Jersey or Florida events. So I usually always have this with me in my luggage, and I just keep swapping out the pins in there. Alright guys, so that'll do it for my entire Disney pin collection as of December 2016. I'll try to do another one of these videos in 2017. Sorry if I went a little quick, it's just a lot to get through. If you guys have any questions on any of the pins, just leave a comment below and I'll try my best to get back to you. If you enjoyed this video, just give it a like, and I really do appreciate it. And thank you for supporting DisneyPinsBlog.com. Alright guys, see ya.